Hello, friends. How are you? I wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you as we move from one year into another. It's an important time for reflection and to be decisive about where we want to go in the coming year. I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day and I asked him how he was. And he said, I'm good, I'm well, but I'm very scared about the future. And in that moment, I felt very saddened for him, and it led us into a big conversation about the many unknown elements that individually and collectively we're grappling with at the moment. Issues around the environment, politics. There are many strange things happening in the world. And I urged my friend to remember where we are. We're in what the Buddhists call samsara, what the Hindus call Maya. We're in a world of illusion. We are, if nothing else, in a world where strange things happen. So let's not be in shock about that or be naive or Pollyannish around where we are. I, like anybody else, am concerned. I have concerns for all of these areas, for all of the things I see happening around the world to our natural environment and to our brothers and sisters. But I'm not afraid because fear will not get me the results that I'm looking for. I'm a parent, and when my kids are scared, when my kids are a little bit hysterical or frantic, what do? I try and calm them down. I want to build confidence in them. I want to help them remember that they're in charge of their own destiny, that they're creators. That's what we need to be doing for each other right now in these uncertain times. Well, all of the problems here are real. I'm not denying these issues are real. Of course, we're faced with them. They're urgent. They're important. And concern is natural and concern is intelligent. We should be inspired by the calm water protectors of the Sioux Nation at Standing Rock this year, who have remained focused, resilient, full of faith in the idea that good will and must prevail. This is no time for fear. And it's also no time for hysterical grief. Our cultural obsession with celebrity deaths is not a tribute to these artists, to these phenomena, to these people who offer so much to our culture. Our cultural obsession with our own grief is really a symptom of our own vanity. There's nothing wrong with getting old and dying. And we can respectfully have gratitude for these artists and for their contribution without getting hysterical and making ourselves the center of a drama. Everything here in this world begins and also has an end. We don't need to feel sorry for ourselves or feel like victims because we live in a world where people leave, because everyone eventually leaves. This is no time for fear. We have to be strong, we have to be rebellious, we have to be intelligent, we have to be courageous, and we have to keep our hearts full of love for this whole year and onwards into the future, full of love. I want to share a song with you that's a song I've been singing to my daughter Goldie at bedtime every night. It's a song she's been asking for that she really likes. And it's actually a Jewish folk song that I learned when I was a kid. And it's based on a teaching by a Hasidic Rebbe called Nachman of Bratslav. And he had a saying that, to paraphrase him, he said, when we come to the point of crossing a very narrow bridge, the main thing is not to scare ourselves. So here we are. We are crossing a very narrow bridge environmentally, a very narrow bridge politically and socially. But do not scare yourself and don't stir up hysteria. Don't do it on social media. Don't do it around dinner conversations. Cultivate courage. Cultivate love. Cultivate positivity, rational thinking, and intelligence. Be intelligent and have no fear. Here is this song. The whole world is a bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear. Have no fear at all. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear at all. The whole world is a bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear. Have no fear at all. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear at all. Have a beautiful end of 2016, beginning of 2017, and sending all of my love to you, my friends, wherever you are in the world. Let's do this together. Let's be resilient, courageous, tenacious, and rebellious this year. All my love. Bye.